Yeah, you've had terrible dice luck,
You
buddy.
really aren't having a good time.
All
I'm
right,
so
who's-
sorry.
It's late. Who's going first on the wrap up? We should probably let the New York boys go.
Yeah,
Stand the whole time.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
I'm good for it too. Whoever wants to go.
Well, one of y'all do it.
Oh!
As will go first.
As will go first.
As says things that others did well. Thank you, Devin, for communicating for me, and Dash. Very good job with the whole jumping off the ledge and then Leslie stepping over to the other ledge. That was, yeah.
Hey, thanks.
It's pretty inspiring.
Things that Az did good was Cheese is an excellent name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who is as popcorning it to?
Az, here you're popcorning it too.
Fucking.
I guess they're popcorning it to me. I like how Tapatos is just so like willing to, and Anook, were just so immediately willing to go out and talk to this like giant that was running at us. Like not knowing what's going on with it, they could have just like swung at them, killed them. Who knows? But they were just I'm like so true to their characters. Anook going out to like investigate, and Tapatos with the whole like that blessing to always make allies with giants. I really liked it. As far as Ileana, I think it did really good with like separating the stuff that Ivan knows and the stuff Ileana knows, because that's been super hard, especially for like this stuff getting back into like Xerxes and like the mercenary work and everything. Ileana doesn't really know a whole lot about that at all. So it's just kind of like I think it did good like role playing, like her asking the questions and just like being not clueless because she's still smart, but like not knowing like why this is all happening. And I think I'll turn it over to Kim.
I really liked the Cena bomb at the end, Dash, the WWE move. No, that was really smart. That was just like you know what, screw it. I'm gonna do this because I don't see any other option, and there's a very dangerous person down here. I liked it. It was very like spur of the moment, which Harlan would also like. As far as what Harlan did well, not a lot. For myself,
no, rolls aside, Harlan did some stuff.
I really enjoyed. I really enjoy the kind of banter that has just started this episode with Tumult, where he's like, okay, all right, like, dick, like, come on. It's got some good role play opportunities coming out of it, and I enjoy it. I had a lot of fun with it, and I can't wait to see where it goes in the future.
Standard Tumult banter.
I will send it to Ian.
All right. I think since we're kind of doing these last two sessions, my favorite part of this whole recording session was when Harshnag ripped a tree out of the ground and immediately Anuk was like, hey! Because he's so like, and that's really a testament to Rob, your ability to role play in any situation and how tuned in you are to everything, of just like the second nature is attacked, you're like, ah! And I just really loved that, and I thought that was such a perfect encapsulation of Anuk and who he is. So chef's kiss.
Thank you.
For myself, I was actually really happy with my interactions with Harshnag and with my sort of my dedication to, trying to be one with the giants, to be this liaison between the giants and the small folk, and my willingness to sacrifice myself for the possibility of being just eviscerated by this massive person charging down the hill, and also the communication I had with him and just how absolutely cute and adorable he was, and how much I want to pinch his little cheeks. Yeah, no, I liked all the interactions I had there, and I felt like I was a strong role player this session. And I will popcorn it over to Dash.
So my freebie compliment to someone else. I'm gonna give another one. Alex, I love what you did with Harshnag.
Yes.
I don't know what he was like in the book, but from what you said, not like this. And he is very precious and very endearing. So well done on your part. I'm gonna echo what Devin said. I loved the questions you asked Aziliana. Just the little things of like, hold up, I have no clue what's happening here. Also, who are you? What are you doing? How are you helping us? Was just like very good of like, I guess I'm with this group now. I'm trying to figure out what's happening. I guess I'm in a world war. What? That was just very good. It was like, I need some questions answered. And I really liked that. As for myself, I did some wild shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't do stuff like that in combat as often. So I was like, where do I be most effective? All right, let's just go try some shit. And it has all mostly worked out, so that's kind of cool. I'm only at like 40 HP, so we'll see. But I like the creativity in combat because I've not done a lot of that. So that's been cool. Rob, have you gone yet?
Not yet.
Rob turn.
Okay. For somebody else, I'm actually gonna have, well, not actually. I have to give it to Tumult because Tumult's role play in the negotiations and the fact that he was just kind of like, you're my representation, and what? Okay, I'll just roll with it. I mean, I thought that was really good, and I appreciated that you did that. And I mean, I kind of threw you at that one, but you did good. I liked it.
Actually wanted me to use me for something.
Yeah. For myself, I did something I've been thinking about doing for a very long time tonight. I was actually kind of scared it wouldn't work, and that is the wild shape into the Bule. I was gonna save it, I think, for the first time for that reunion with George, but it just made sense to use it in this dark tunnel, diggy burrow. And now that he knows he can do that, yeah, and George are gonna have a good time. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, popcorn. Since I complimented you, take it, Zach.
Alrighty. Compliment for others, or for another. I'm going to give it to Harlan. He just kind of kept rolling with what I gave him, and I have now added myself to the fuck tumult list for him too. That's everybody checked off. We're back to normal now.
He grows on you. It just takes like 30 sessions.
It's just fun to just have someone that's not normally here for a lot of the interactions that we've had over almost a year now.
Yeah, man.
So it's nice to have someone that's super comfortable with just whipping back and forth on a dime like that for some things that I may have gotten used to with some other people, but you just kind of hopped right in, so it was really fun. For Tumble, I kind of hated some of the things I did today, to be honest. I was just trying to be a lot more involved. I've got some stuff going on, so I was really happy to play tonight in general. Coda didn't even think I was going to be here today, so I don't know, just being as interactive as possible, I guess, is my thing for me. I will pop it over to Garagak. Is on live?
Think so.
Yeah. For other people, it's like Harlan's character. He's supposed to be this like it's the guy who like leads armies and stuff, and we're all sitting here, we're like, yeah, we could cast light on an arrow and shoot it up there, see what there. And he's like, yeah, fuck it, Eldritch Blast. It's like if Garagak was leading an army. Like, how do I stretch on this? Fuck it, Eldritch Blast. That was awesome. I enjoyed it. For me, I didn't do a whole lot, but I'm kind of glad I actually crit failed. I was really curious what the fuck would happen. My crit successes are so brutal. Luckily it wasn't so bad.
I mean, I'm not glad, but
Don't forget to write that down, Alex, so you can have your first one on your crit fail already.
Yeah.
Harlan, you can't be too mad. You crushed me with a rock.
Coda, I'm
No.
not going to count a dice roll as a thing that you were proud of yourself for doing.
I didn't do anything.
That's not a
All I
valid
did
answer.
was roll dice and
That's not
attack.
that's not a
Bullshit.
valid answer, Coda.
I literally didn't talk during any of the
Coda,
roleplay. That
Coda,
was all I
how many
did.
Coda, how many times have I had this conversation with everybody else? It's like you gotta find something. Everybody did something. I got something for you. You gotta find something for you.
I rolled dice.
Coda, think back to the very beginning of this recording session. It counts.
The whole night counts, not just this last combat episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember talking to Augur?
Yeah, I didn't do anything really that good. I kind of got myself actually re-killed.
Guys, I didn't talk during the role play except for I was the one person talking during the role play for the first 20
For
minutes that you
like-
recorded.
2 seconds and then I got myself killed. Yeah,
But that
you
was
made
so
choices.
Garagak.
Yeah. I guess I did that. I don't know. I really got nothing.
This is your one singular pass. I will
Yeah,
never
I
accept
don't
that
have
again.
nothing.
I will
I got-
never accept this again, Coda. So you better be thinking the whole time. Anytime you think you're like, yeah, that was kind of neat, write it down. Get it ready.
Okay.
It's one pass.
Yeah,
One.
I got nothing, man. Usually I do some like weird shit, but I just didn't really do a lot.
You're great. That leaves me. I'm going to say the same thing I say every week. I'm going to keep it nice and short and brief. So the episode will be over 45 minutes from now, but it's fine. No, I'm going to go out of my wheelbox a little bit. I'm going to actually try to stick to combat stuff today because a lot of you guys did some cool stuff in this combat and it was a lot of fun. There will be some exceptions to that, but getting through my list, Dash, you were on one today.
I don't know what happened.
You were doing this most ridiculous. Like, can I just climb on the belay's back? Like, yeah, you can just do that. Can I see? No, but you can leap if you really want. I'm leaping. Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
I was gonna see if I could, but I figured I used too much stuff.
I'm just gonna jump and teleport across the gap. It's fine. Yeah, okay, yeah, great. Go for that. That's cool. It's cool. That I just loved how creative you were today in combat. It was very outside of Lysander's wheelhouse of just the like find the biggest thing and hit it. You were going off the walls and I loved it. I hope that side of Lysander comes out more in the future because it was a lot of fun to watch. Zach, your mid-combat quips were like the perfect mid-combat for D&D quips. They were short, brief, hilarious, and fit within the time frame of what you were doing while you were doing it. It was very well done, and it made me laugh every time. I had a solid chuckle. Also, totally separately, I always love watching your face when somebody says your name for the post wrap-up like compliments thing, especially today when Rob was like, I gotta give it to Tummel, and you're like, thanks for that every time, man. You deserve all the love and the compliments you get. I swear. If it wasn't earned, you wouldn't get it. I promise you that. So try to keep your head up in that
didn't
regard.
think I deserved it.
Yeah,
Sounds
well,
like
you
fun.
did. So get out of your head for a minute. Live in the fantasy land we make together, and enjoy your compliments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hero, you technically cheated the system a little bit. You guys have never really fought belays.
Yeah, we did. We had to fight 5 of them, and we kept
Yeah.
George.
That's how we ended
That's
up
how we
getting
got George.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think you guys.
That was our first
Yeah.
like major like
Yeah.
en route combat to
There was like
Waterdeep.
5 of them, I
Yeah.
think, and
That
Nook
was
saved one of them.
so long ago.
He nature
Yeah.
checked the baby and he was like, friends.
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
how
yeah,
that's how we got
okay.
Yeah,
George.
we
Okay.
fought the adults.
I think it was on our
Alright.
way to Golden Fields.
This is what I get
Yeah.
from making shit up as I go along.
Wait, you
never
murdered
mind.
a family of belays and you took the child.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yo,
Yeah.
And
We
now
killed
he's
the
our
rest.
pet George.
He's our friend.
That's how D&D works, man. Well, then I'm gonna change my thing. Get Rob Hero, you person. I have no cards. I write this shit down as we go. I'm like, this is a thing. That's good. I don't have another one written. I thought the first one was good enough. But Hero, you always have an answer. you are always ready to go. I can do whatever I want, and you're always gonna you just have an answer. You're ready to go. Something else, something new, something going into it. And I say it a lot for your creativity and your creative use of spells, but you haven't really done that in this combat. This has been more of you're just showing off what druids can do. And especially with the new stuff that I gave you, you're just grounding hard. It's like, yeah, we can be creative. We have all this cool magic.
And
But
now
I can just wallop. I can just go for days and days and just keep doing my thing. And I love that. I
And
really
now I
truly
have
do.
a young white dragon.
And now you have a young white
yeah,
dragon.
you do.
That's true.
But yeah, well, you constantly show your wheelhouse and how skilled you are, and I applaud you for that.
Thank you.
Ian,
I'm so sorry.
Ian, because you yawned when I said your name, I skip you. You get no compliments.
Okay, that's fair.
No, I'm just kidding. Ian, you full combat going around. These people are attacking you. They are actively trying to murder your friends, and your response was, "I'm just going to make myself harder to hit, and I'm going to try to scare this guy. This is what I'm going to do with my time." This ridiculous barbarian comes charging into the fight, and you're like, you know what? Stop it. just stop fighting me, okay? Just stop it. And it made me laugh. It caught me off guard for what it was. I loved it so much. Very, very well done of being Tepartos in true Tepartos fashion as you can. I love it. I love him. I love you so much. It's all just so good.
I fight when talk.
That's right. That's right.
Middle of fight, not even at start of fight.
The complete antithesis of every D&D character I've ever made. Why talk instead of fight? Or why fight instead of talk? Like, no. Kill people, then talk. But no, you played Sparse extremely well. I can say it a million times over, but this combat truly kind of highlighted Tepartos as a character, and I loved it. Kimber.
Uh-huh.
Kimber, today you checked off a lot of Dice That Bind Us boxes. The dice cursed you for a whole episode.
2 episodes.
Two episodes, one session. You were downed multiple times. And you reached a point of go fuck yourself tumult, which all three are things that every person in the Dice That Bind Us will reach eventually. I have a feeling I could kill off Tumult and no one would ever have a chance to interact with him. But at some point, even Zach's own character would hit a moment of go fuck yourself, Tumult. And
that moment.
Yeah. See? And it's, but through it all, especially in this combat, you were just like, you know what? I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to keep doing my thing. And hearing you call yourself out on your shit as we're fighting, as you're like, man, damn it,
Fuck.
I just love it, and you're so much fun to play D&D with, man. And it's a shining star through the night. It was just the constant like Zoom chat pop-ups of like, I forgot this. Yep. The call outs. I loved it so much. And the fact that you just kind of pushed through it. You were frustrated. Everybody gets frustrated in the situation. You just kept on rolling with it. And then when you tried to make the sacrifice play of like, I'm going to make him hit himself when he hits me, it got canceled. And you're like, well, cool. Kept on rolling with it.
Kimber is just as frustrated as I think Harlan would be feeling right about now.
But it was a critical, and
it
may have
You're
killed
right.
Kimber,
you.
that
You're
critical
right.
was about to do 7d12 damage to you.
No, you're correct.
That was very good
100%
timing.
correct. No, I know. It's just like that saying like Drizzt Do'Urden would be an awful actual D&D character sheet because he'd just fuck up all the time.
Right.
And that's what's happening here with
but no,
Harlan Dino.
your personality really shone through today while we were playing. It was the frustration, but you always had a smile on your face through the whole thing. Even when
yeah.
you're getting frustrated, you laughed, you smiled, and that is what matters to me most. When from one of my players when I'm DMing is that even when shit gets harder, even when things are frustrating, you keep that smile on your face, and that it not only does it help the rest of your party and like keep the spirits light even when things are going wrong, but it helps me as a DM to know that I'm not overstepping and I'm not doing too much or bad things aren't happening to the point where I'm doing something wrong. So you benefit all of us by being here in so many ways, and that really shone through today. So thank you for that. Devin, originally, I was going to give you the compliment of running 2 characters very well, very planned ahead through this combat, which you did to an extent. Your focus in combat encounters and your ability to have a plan and move forward with it. I cannot think of a single time that I've come to you during a combat and been like, hey, Ileana, it's your turn, or Ivan, it's your turn, or whatever. That it hasn't been an immediate of like, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going, this is how it's going to happen, this is what's going through, because you're constantly thinking that far step ahead, and that's every DM's dream, man. Is that combat doesn't get held up by the, oh wait, hold on, sorry, let me take 10 minutes to think about my turn. You're always constantly ready and you're prepared, and that is just another really solid example of your skill as a D&D player. And I can't compliment you enough on that. I've complimented your combat mechanics and your thinking and all that stuff a bunch of times, but I don't think you don't get enough credit for just being prepared, for being ready for those kinds of things. So thank you so much for that. As if you're still awake, laying in bed, not going to sleep and taking care of yourself like you're supposed to be.
They responded in the group chat.
As I don't think I can do anything other than compliment your dedication to this game right now. You are not feeling well. You are actively told to go lay down, go get some rest, go do your thing. And from another room, you are interacting. You are yelling what you want to do. You are going through this. And
So-
what's up?
How that happened was they asked me to FaceTime them, and I put the phone here so they could see the screen, and they were texting me like ideas of what they had. It is very good.
Oh boy.
I am not applauding the fact that you are not taking care of yourself and getting the rest that you need to be getting, but I do applaud your commitment to keeping going and wanting to still be a part of this. It makes me feel like I'm doing a good job of making something that you want to continue to be a part of. So thank you for that. Please go get some sleep now. Great, thanks. Coda. Mr. I didn't do anything. I rolled some dice. Shut up. This episode, or this recording session rather, started with you and only you. You were asking important questions. You were doing those things. And more importantly, and most importantly, you played your character. You played him to a fault. You knew how that was going to end. You knew what was going to happen, but you did what Garagak would do. That shows true signs of a D&D player. That shows true signs of a role player. That shows true signs of just being here and committing to the story and committing to your character. And that is so fucking important and so fucking good for narrative and storytelling. All of these things. You shone through today in that spot. You showed that you knew what was going on. You knew what questions to ask. You were in the moment. You were playing in the moment. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. It might not have felt like you did a lot, but in those few brief moments, you crushed it. Hit it out of the park. On top of that, you did the same thing you do all the time, which was interject in the best possible moments in the best possible ways. Tepartos yelling out to the barbarians right towards the end. Where are we going? Perfect. Absolutely perfect. It was hilarious. Those little interactions are the things that you do. Your sense of humor, those things that you bring to the table are absolutely phenomenal. And you do not ever give yourself enough credit for those things. You never consider those things to be important. You never consider those things to be something worth complimenting, but they are. 110%. Those things are things that are super vital to what makes this so enjoyable to play, to run, and hopefully to watch. And if all at home don't think Code is probably the most hilarious person at this table, you're fucking wrong. You're so wrong.
Yeah.
Coda, I'm going on a tirade about Coda right now, and y'all just have to deal with it.
Okay.
I never want to hear from your mouth, I didn't do anything again. Ever. Because you constantly are doing something worth praising. Constantly. And if you're ever feeling like you didn't do a whole lot, let me know. I'll start writing down a list of the shit that you did that episode or that recording session that I loved. And I'll send it to you every time. Because you deserve that praise and you deserve to praise yourself for doing those things.
I'm trying to get better at that.
It's hard. It's
It
not
is,
something that
yeah,
everybody
it is.
has, that everybody does. But you deserve that praise and you deserve to feel good about what you're doing. All right?
No,
I'll stop bitching at you now. But I just wanted you to know.
that's fair.
As for myself, I did a really good job. I had to look at the book a couple times through, but you for those of you at home, you can like ask everybody else here. That was so much better than when we first started and I was trying to go through the books and try to like explain what was going on running a pre-built. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like there's time we'd be sitting in the call sitting and I'd be sitting here with like a book open and I'm like, there are 4 stone pillars. One is blue, one is red, and it's just bad. It just makes for a bad story. It makes for bad DMing. It makes if your DMs are unprepared for those kinds of things, then it makes for a bad game all around. Nobody wants to sit and listen for 20 minutes while somebody reads directly from a book, right? If that's your play style, if that's how your group runs, that's 100% fine. It's not for me. And I think I did a really good job with all of this of bringing my own sense of flair and style and DMing choices into what the pre-built had already established at being prepared to run something that was not my own creation and trying to run it as fluently as I would something that I did make, which is something that I'm very bad at, like so bad at. But today in this and for the rest of this dungeon area, the rest of this temple, I feel like I'm very ready to run it and I feel like I'm going to do a good job. So that's my compliment to myself.
Awesome.
But with that brings us to the end of the closing wrap-ups. All of you at home, do the YouTube shit, right? You watch YouTube, you know what's going on. You know what helps us, the likes, the comments, the shares, the subscribes, all that stuff. We keep hitting new benchmarks. It's awesome. We hit 62 subscribers as of the recording today. Our first episode has like almost 100 views, I think, which is
Nice.
super
Nice.
great. That's huge. Keep up that level of love, guys. I keep hearing every week I get somebody else that's like, yeah, I started watching the show so recently. I'm like, yeah, great. Thank you so much. It means the world. It truly does help us out. My only goal for level of success for this at this point is for us to somehow, some way make it to the point where we can pay someone to edit our videos for us.
So Dash doesn't.
so
have to
that
keep
so that
doing
Dash doesn't have to continue to do that, because for those of you that don't know, Dash does everything for the show. I do everything.
You and I do equal amounts of work. It's just different kinds of work.
I DM, which is something that I have years of experience doing. Dash does all of our character art for the tokens. Dash does runs the YouTube channel itself. Dash edits all of our videos. Dash goes through and fixes the audio for all this thing. Dash does all of the background work that has nothing to do with D&D, and we would be nowhere without them.
Please
So
help us
Making
pay this
thumbnails.
wonderful person.
if you watch this point of the video, please comment on this video and tell Dash how much you love them, because all of the content you're watching is because of Dash, and they deserve your love.
Yes.
With that, guys, take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Take care of yourselves. It's important. It's very important. you should always come first. Thank you for watching The Dice That Bind Us, and we will see you next week.
Goodbye.
Good night. Bye.
Bye bye.